Primarily, she's a writer. And writers are typically people who are not heard. They write quietly on an island somewhere unseen. So her ability to translate her words to power, and I always say speaking, I always interchange speaking and power because I always say speaking is power. Her ability to transform or translate her words to power thrills me because she's also very meticulous about her speaking. She writes everything she says. If you notice when she's giving a speech or a TED Talk, she's reading from her script. But you see her one hand following the lines, and then she can go off script.
She knows.
Fill it in and come back there because it's important and she's leaving no details out. So you rarely see her, except at an interview, speaking
Off the top.
Yes. Sometimes the raw story cannot be used, like my mentor would say, cannot be fully beneficiated. To get the most of that story, refine it. Make sure the elements of color are in there. What's color? Details. In fact, a few days ago, I was with someone who is a chemical engineer, and it was her parents first who did not want her to be an engineer because, that's what boys do. And so their support for her was already limited. So, do you know, if she was not a very confident, strong personality, that would have dented her confidence again and again. So let's say she made it through school and then she got into the NYSC camp and some person say, you're an engineer? Isn't that what for boys?
I'm going to use that to pivot into... I've gone through your post a lot. You've probably seen me on your LinkedIn quite a couple of times.
A few times.
Just viewed. And you said that you get asked this, that being a female MC, has that ever limited your opportunity? And you said, no, that's your unique selling point. And I like the way you've spun that on its head because on this podcast we've had several discussions on female inclusivity and in a male-dominated industry, do you feel that this women diversity that we always speak about, is it a box that people just tick, or are women actually industry experts, or are just people just ticking a box that, I'm just going to put a woman there, then they'll grow into it and everything? And
women are experts at what they do, same way men are. But I put a caveat very quickly. Because she's a woman doesn't make her an expert. Same way being a man doesn't make him an expert.
Of course.
It is the person who has applied time, energy, knowledge to something that becomes an expert. So if she is an expert, then accord her what is due an expert by way of respect, position, remuneration, regardless of gender. And if she's not yet an expert, I will say, then maybe you should consider a quota because there are already certain elements fighting against her becoming an expert. So I do agree with quota system.
Okay.
From her, and I've heard it again and again and again and again and again. In fact, a few days ago, I was with someone who is a chemical engineer, and it was her parents first who did not want her to be an engineer because, that's what boys do. And so their support for her was already limited. So do you know, if she was not a very confident, strong personality, that would have dented her confidence again and again. So let's say she made it through school and then she got into the NYSC camp and some person say, you're an engineer? Isn't that what for boys? That's another hit.
That's a hit.
And she keeps being hit. And she might come into an environment and the first thing somebody does is look at her and her heels and goes, fine face. I hope so you get sense. If she's not a strong character, that's another hit. Not everybody takes challenges like that to be better. For some people, it will hit them down. until they do have a situation where somebody says, we know you can do more. Take this opportunity, do more. And then she flies. That's why I believe in the quota system. Because many women in male-dominated areas or fields already have so much against them. But at the same time, women don't lead better than men. They lead different from men. It's that difference that closes a gap. People lead better than people. Better leaders lead better than other leaders. So it could be a man who leads, who is a better leader than another man. It could be a woman who is a better leader. So who has learned leadership?
Yeah.
And because of culture, women tend to be taught leadership quicker.
Yes.
Hence, it will translate to the workplace.
Yeah.
So if we have a woman in a workspace and she's not given a leadership role, the organization is cheating itself, because you are missing out on that leadership that she may already have been taught culturally from home. Get up, follow your younger ones. Even when she's the younger one, sometimes she's the one said, oh, do this for your brothers, do this for your siblings. So she's being taught how to measure, how to get things done. The man is being taught more often than not how to provide, not necessarily how to lead.
Yeah.
By culture. So we ask the question, should women be given room to lead? The answer is unequivocally yes. There is an intuition that comes by nature to most women. And I say most because nothing in life is absolute. And that intuition, men say it, women say it, when women lean into their intuition, they tend to, it's by nature. We didn't do anything about it. It was given to us by God. So there is that thing that you might call it sixth sense that women tend to have, which is, call it a free tool in leadership. So why wouldn't you want to maximize it?
That.
I don't get it. Who is thinking? Who is not thinking? So what was your question again?
So is it a box that people just tick normally?
It should be ticked. Mm-hmm.
So it should be ticked?
Yes.
Or are they experts?
Women are experts. Women are great leaders. Yeah. And the box should be ticked, because why not?
Okay. I understand, and I'm not seeing it from that angle of that quota must always
fill the quota.
Fill the quota. And I totally agree, because if not, women will not be seen. And like, look at you. You fought. I know that you are a strong character.
We are fighters by birth.
You are a strong character everywhere you go. But so back to our communication and storytelling. Mm-hmm. There was one I saw from you that till date I remember.
Okay.
And I think I told you. It's about Timmy.
About?
Timmy.
Okay.
And leaving money on the table. It resonates.
Dear Timmy.
Dear Timmy. Exactly.
Are you leaving money on the table?
So you see, and it reminds me of how strong the power of story is and how it can change things. And if you look at the energy industry, there's a lot of opacity. There's a lot of gaps. Honestly, in your opinion, do you think stories are being used enough to educate people? Do you think stories are being used enough to let people understand?
No.
So your answer is no.
No.
Okay.
They're not being used enough. There's a wide room for more.
So you would suggest of a lot of executives.
Yes.
To be frank, need a lot more training.
Oh yes.
Especially communication and storytelling.
Yes.
To emphasize their points,
to build an image, to clarify relevance, to support brand messaging. So there are only advantages of storytelling and learning how to tell stories. To become a brand that people remember and take into their hearts, you must learn storytelling. Else, you are another billboard, another high rise. So some people will measure success by saying, after all, well, we went above and beyond our budgets, what's the lingo used in the financials? We were able to
Revenue,
reduce the
this,
spend in
yes.
the revenue of the. But nobody feels the impact because the story is not told. So it comes back to self-awareness. If the CEO or the founder of an energy company is interested in the shift in the mind of Africans, the black race, if they are interested in the shift in the minds of Nigerians, then storytelling is a must. But if they're in the business only to make money, then it's okay.
That's what I was going to say. So
Yeah.
I think maybe there's in the industry, there's more importance to let's make the money.
Yes, there is that. Even though I
But is it long term?
hear people say they want to make an impact. And if you check the websites of almost any energy organization, there's something there that has to do with giving back to society
back.
or impact or legacy. There's always almost but some people haven't just known how to translate it to communication. They might leave it to the consultant that is being hired, the agency that is being hired to do the
that.
branding. It's beyond branding.
It's beyond logos.
It's beyond
everything.
logos and colors. It's about the ability to tell the story from leadership through the entirety of the organization. I was at an organization yesterday with a CEO, and we're working on her storytelling going forward.
Okay.
We even recorded videos that tell a story, because what they are doing is beyond making money. It's about changing lives, but only them can tell the story in a way that is human, that can be accepted and understood.
Perfect. You answered the next question I was going to ask.
Still ask it.
It was, should stories be carefully crafted
Yes, they should be.
or flow naturally?
They should be crafted from the natural flow.
So explain.
Take the raw material and make the most of it. Let's in energy. What is energy? Let's talk about oil and gas, not just energy right now. What's the raw state? Crude. What do we do with crude?
Refine. You take it.
No. I mean, what can we every day? What do we do with crude? Nothing.
Oh, in terms of its
application, we can't do anything with when it's in its raw
Yes,
form.
yes.
We have to refine it to make the most of it, and then we get all the different derivatives. Yes. Stories are the same. Sometimes the raw story cannot be used, like my mentor would say, cannot be fully beneficiated. To get the most of that story, refine it. Make sure the elements of color are in there. What's color? Details. I'll give you two examples.
Yeah.
Some time ago, we were in the office of one energy leader. 3 years ago, we were in the Lagos office of Energy Hack CEO. Same story. Which one is more colorful? Second, because we added some details. Time, where we were. In fact, we could say we flew in from here. We could say we came in from Abuja that morning. We say we were on an Ibom Air flight from, you see, just the refining will change the impact of the story because we refined. We ensured we added the right elements to the story. Okay. So give us that raw form and let's refine it.
Make it, put it into context, do everything like that. Interesting. Public perception. How does public perception affect businesses? I know we've touched on it in a bit. It also comes from communication. And if it does, is it this perception? I know it's not reality. So how would you advise, say, an energy company in quick, I always say 3 things. Just quick 3 things they can do to change that perception if public perception is so critical, in your opinion?
Number 1 thing is to tell the truth. Okay. Be true. The 4-way test of Rotary. 4-way test of Rotary. Number 1 is it the truth?
I actually...
Is it fair to all those concerned? Will it build friendship and better goodwill? And there's a fourth one. My dad was a Rotarian
So you
growing
said
up.
four.
There are four. It's called the four-way test of
Okay.
Rotary. I
Okay.
wish I had my internet. I wish I had internet
Okay,
to
I'll
browse
note
it
that
here.
down.
I would have. In fact, I would have used the four-way test to give the response. As you asked the question, that's all that came to my mind. Number one in the four-way test is it the truth? So as an energy company, what you're doing and what you're saying, are they in sync? Is it the truth? Because when there is a disconnect, the people's perception will always be bad, or what they perceive will be bad.
Will be
And that can affect, to some level, your operations or your ability to what's the word now I'm looking for? To stay on for a long time. There are some energy companies that have been in business in Nigeria for certain years, but people don't want to really have a lot to do with them.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's the reality of, well, we're making the money. We have the police to support us, to protect us. So it's back to, is it true? Is it real? Do you feel fulfilled? Can you face God? It still comes back to that. Self. Like, so if you're the leader of such an organization, is this the best you could do? Is this your truth? So that's one way to redeem or protect public perception. Number two is communicate. Say something, whether verbally or non-verbally, and ensure that is what is received. Some organizations, back to communication, some organizations do better than others, right? Every other thing I would respond is between these two, is an offshoot of these two. Is it the truth? And are you communicating in a way that people will receive? You protect your image that way, and you would repair it that way.
I love that answer. You might have answered it, but is public perception something that should be managed or should be earned?
Both.
Okay.
Both, because there's some things that until you manage, until you orchestrate, will never happen. If you want public perception to be ABC, you need to set it up because of biases. What you are communicating may not be what they're receiving. It could be earned in context where some people just know. But there are other times you need to orchestrate. So it's both. And I don't want us to feel like public perception should only be earned. No. It should be orchestrated in a
Don't let people fill in the gaps.
Don't let people fill in the gaps for themselves. They might fill it in with the wrong thing, and they have the right to.
Yes.
And it could be based on what one person within the organization or within the industry did that everyone is now painting. So no, orchestrate. Make it happen.
Amazing. So I'm going to go to something that brings everything together.
Okay.
Which is public speaking.
Oh,
and personal branding. You know, we've spoken about communication, storytelling, even the perception, how you're looked at, how a company is looked at. So, to public speaking, how would you define great public speaking today?
Great public speaking today.
You see something, and you're like, that was like great.
What
are the things you look out for?
It was clear.
Okay.
Number two, it was clear. Number three, it was clear. Clarity is everything. Clear means terms were used that the audience could understand and accept. Clarity means the people took exactly what you wanted them to take out. And clarity means you know who you are, you knew what the assignment was. So when I am at an event, either as a speaker or an MC, or sometimes I'm even there as a coach, There are times some of my clients who are
Okay.
speaking will say, Joyce, please come along with me so you also see how I deliver this thing. And I want you to see real time. There's some clients of mine who say, I don't want to send you a video. I want you to be there in the room. So it comes with the package. And I'm there and I listen to how they open. They were clear about their points. They were clear about the explanations, the type of explanations they used, and the audience got it. And I'm collecting feedback from audience because I always say audience members never lie. Audiences don't lie. They give you real-time feedback. They'll go, no, I understood what she said about this. I understood what he meant about that. That's feedback. Then that was great public speaking.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very clear. So give me a time when you've been, whether you hosted an event or you were the one speaking or you anchored something and the audience was hostile.
Hostile.
And what did you do about that? Has that ever happened to you, first and foremost?
I'm struggling to remember an example because, remember, I'm, what's the word now? That would be difficult to happen to me because I know the tools to use. I have the entire toolbox.
Maybe what you could answer is, if someone meets an hostile crowd, what should they do?
Hostility is a direct function of rapport. I repeat, hostility is a direct function of rapport. Where there is no rapport, there could be hostility or disinterest. What is rapport? Point of agreement. That's it. Place of agreement. If I don't agree with you, I can be hostile to you. It could be based on a past experience or whatever it is, but rapport is missing. So what to do? Build rapport. What does that mean? Typically, you see it in company, what do you call them, host community relations. It happens a lot. Sometimes there is that one staff in the organization that is not only from that place, but has, say, really deep roots. They're from there, they speak the language, and they understand the people, or they have a parent who was or is a traditional ruler or something. People will easily agree with this person. Rapport. That's the person that should be speaking. That person should be brought in. There is also the place of the communication before the communication, which I don't know for the life of me. Sometimes I hear some people go into a community to have an engagement. Meanwhile, they didn't send forerunners. Even Jesus, before he went into towns, he sent people 2 by 2. So you send in forerunners to go and speak to, in local parlance, they say that person get person. To go and speak to the leaders, the people who really have the people. Sometimes there's somebody with the title, but that's not the person who has the people. So they go to one paramount ruler and people go, that one, a paramount ruler by... But the person will get us. Now this woman.
That's the influence.
So you will find the influencers and speak to all of them before said engagement. That way, hostility can reduce. It is foolhardy to communicate to people that could be hostile without doing pre-work. It should not happen. There should always be pre-work. So deal with hostility by building rapport. And rapport can be built in different ways. Sometimes rapport only needs to be established by having lunch together, by attending somebody's child's dedication or something. That's just going that extra mile to build some sort of relation or relationship. 2 different things. One is relations, how we relate. One is relationship, how we see or hold on to each other. You don't have to have a relationship with somebody to have good relations with them. A rapport is about building relations that could lead to relationship. So rapport. Yeah.
Amazing.
If you are speaking and people start getting hostile, ask them, immediately turn over to them and say, what you want? They will tell you. We are hungry. Oh, food. So I mean, if we get food, then you calm down to listen. DJ, play music. Let's go and get food. Your audience doesn't lie.
Sensitive.
They will always tell you. They're hostile. What is it? We don't want you to speak. Where's your GM? Now your GM will they find. Hold on. GM is not here. Who else can come? And they go, okay, this other person is here. Bring. Okay, GM no day, but see who they. And they go, now you're talking. The audiences don't lie. They will always tell you what is making them hostile. So ask.
Oh, amazing. I'll take that. I'll take that. So what's your process before getting on stage?
On stage,
Do you have a process? Do you have some sort of ritual? This is what I do. I pray, or what do you do? Or you're just so.
I've done this thing for so long.
Yeah.
It's like driving. What do you do as your ritual before you drive right now?
Right now, I don't.
Nothing. But there was a time you did. It's now second nature. So for me, it's now second nature.
Second nature
I
to
can
you.
speak about almost anything at the drop of a hat.
So
Because
nerves are not part of you right now, of course.
nerves are,
Or-
are a constant, because nerves are reminding you of something,
okay.
that it's a new audience, it's a new topic. Are you prepared? It's like the blinker on your car dashboard that shows you when it comes on, oh, that's the petrol tank light.
Yeah.
It just means top up.
Yeah.
Buy petrol. It's not saying your car is bad.
Yeah.
So nerves are saying top up. This is a new audience, so go with new energy.
Yeah.
So remember, have you rehearsed your opening? So nerves are supposed
that
to
it's
be there.
important.
So it shows that it's important. If there are no
yeah.
nerves, then it's either you're very used to it,
Yeah.
or you are being a fool.
Too confident or
Too
nonchalant.
confident. So nerves.
Okay.
What my ritual, though, I will add very quickly that I always say there is something called, like, your 15 minutes before stage. 15 minutes before stage, all I'm focusing on is the audience. What are they here for? What am I giving them? What are they getting? It's not about me anymore. Am I ready? No. It's about these people are going to get value. Every question they ask, I will answer in the best way possible. So 15 minutes before your show time, ensure that you are focused on what the audience is taking away, not whether you are ready or not.
Have I forgotten this? Yeah. That's a good one. So for you, what's the best speech or speaker you've ever seen, and why?
I've ever seen. Oh, that's going to be tough.
Okay, give. Okay, you have to narrow
Give me
it
a
down.
number.
Okay, give me 3.
Okay. Besides myself, right?
No, you include yourself.
So I'm number 1.
Yes, and why?
And why? Because I am fulfilling my dream.
Amazing.
It is true to me. It is authentic to me. And I always get feedback from the audience that changed me, that opened my eyes, that did that. So it's my life. It's not a job. It's my essence. It's my destiny. And I give it all on stage. I leave nothing. At this podcast,
Yeah.
I've given all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Number 2.
Yeah.
Gosh, tough choice. I have to say Chimamanda,
Okay.
because primarily she's a writer. And writers are typically people who are not heard. They write quietly on an island somewhere unseen. So her ability to translate her words to power. And I always say I always interchange speaking and power, because I always say speaking is power. Her ability to transform or translate her words to power thrills me, because she's also very meticulous about her speaking. She writes everything she says. If you notice when she's giving a speech or a TED Talk, she's reading from her script. But you see her one hand following the lines, and then she can go off script,
She knows. Yeah.
fill it in, and come back there, because it's important, and she's leaving no details out. So you rarely see her, except it's at an interview, speaking.
Off the top.
Yes. Number 3. Gosh, there are so many names coming in. I'm trying to choose one. And I want to keep all of them as Nigerians right now. Number 3 speaker that I love and admire on stage is Ibuku Awoshika. Sorry, Austin Avuru, I didn't mean not to mention your name. But Ibuku Awoshika speaks from a place of purpose. She's a businesswoman who is all about improving the enterprise and the living of people. And so she chooses her stories. She chooses her analogies. If you ever watch her, she's intentional about the kinds of examples she uses, the kinds of terms she uses. She's clear. One of the reasons why I wouldn't say Sam Adeyemi is because, well, he's a preacher.
So you've mentioned like
I've squeezed names in.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's clear that you really paid attention to a lot of people
I
to get
have.
to where you are as well.
Yes.
And that's amazing. It shows that to become great at whatever anyone chooses, we need to keep looking at other people and
Yes.
adapt and, upskill
Yes.
with them. So I would ask you this. I have so many things, but we are running out of time. And it's more of, you know what, before I even ask that, for public speaking, if someone should ask you, how do I improve my public speaking? What would you say?
I'd ask, what exactly do you want to improve? Is it your tenses?
Okay.
Is it your grammar? Okay. Is it audience engagement? Is it flow of words? Identify what exactly you want to improve so that you hit it right. Because it's difficult to just say my general public speaking. No. What exactly? Some people say I speak slowly. So I would give you tests and assignments about using mouth exercises, about using tongue twisters, about breath control. So you can speed up or slow down. So we need to identify what exactly.
So if someone says, I know someone that speaks very low, what would be your advice for someone that speaks low?
Slow or low.
Very low tone, low voice.
Low tone, low voice. So I would give you breathing exercises and projection exercises. For example, imagine that basket over there is where you're trying to speak into. Do you think that the way you're speaking in right now would drop in there? If the answer is no, project until it happens and keep repeating until it becomes that.
Okay.
And you don't fall into the trap of conference speak that you would only project when you're speaking on stage. No, you will now have to speak that way every day until it becomes you.
Interesting.
It's the same way you learn to drive, you learn to ride a bicycle, you learn to swim. You can learn to project.
I've never thought of public speaking being broken down into these things. Usually when I say I want to improve or someone wants to improve in public speaking, it's just public speaking. So it's like just being able to speak.
So I always say, what does that mean?
Yeah, no, like it makes sense because you can then break it down and say, listen, I want to take one item and improve on each of these matrix.
Somebody says, I want to improve their vocabulary. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you read these kinds of books, you pick these kinds of words, and every time you pick a new word, use it at least 5 times in a sentence every day until it becomes a part of you. Yeah. That way you improve your vocabulary. So what you were trying to improve. At the end of the day, you improve your entire public speaking, but it'll be one metric, right?
Yeah, one metric. Amazing. I mean, I have so many things, but I'm going to go straight to quick fire questions. When speaking, is it better to be polished or vulnerable?
Vulnerable, any day.
As in they should cry.
No, vulnerability is not crying.
I know, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is public speaking talent or learnable skill?
Learnable skill. That doesn't mean some people don't have the talent.
Is scripting and rehearsing essential, or does it ruin authenticity?
It's essential. Scripting and rehearsing are essential to authenticity.
Okay, so it doesn't ruin it.
No, it doesn't ruin it.
Lastly, and this is tricky. For me, does confidence come before or after a great talk?
Before. Okay. And it's reinforced after.
You went. Okay, nice one. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So to still speak on this public speaking, and I want to focus on a bit of individual branding. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say this is there's a lot of people, when we started this energy hack idea, they also, the passion was, a lot of young people don't have the opportunity to speak. Mm-hmm. You have conferences, really, they've been they've been in the industry. Again, you spoke about the age gap. Mm-hmm. And I do understand the conferences have to bring in these guys because that's the credibility. They know more. Who else to? But young people also the youth have things to say. Mm-hmm. And this was the platform. But I realized when I spoke to a lot of youths, come on, let's have a discussion on so. There was fear. Mm-hmm. There was like, I don't think I know it. There was, and I'm like, is a podcast we can remove any part you're not, you can edit. Stop. It's not a big deal. I will send you, okay, if that's the case, I will send it to your head. Mm-hmm. I myself, I'm learning as well. So everybody's learning, so it's not, I promise you, everyone will tell you. Most people will say, oh, no, I don't do speaking. It's just, what do you call it? It's just we just do the work. We're the
behind
quiet
the
ones. We're
scenes.
we're the behind the
Wonderful.
scenes. Exactly, you got it right. And it's kind of I was that person. I still think I fight it, and I'm still that person.
Okay.
I fight it a lot.
Okay.
But because I realized that, I'll give an example. I went to see someone. No, someone called me. This was a week ago, and he said, I needed somebody for so and so in energy. I had a contact that needed this. And we're friends, but we've not spoken in like 3 to 4 years. And the first thing he said is, unconsciously he sees my feed of the podcast and the energy talk and everything. And he said, the first person that came to my mind was you. But we've not been speaking. We're good friends, but we've not been communicating. And he called me and said, you're the energy guy now. Oh, yeah, this is this guy. Let us do this deal together and everything. So I see what branding can do for you and speaking can do. How would you... I know I kind of answered the question, but I'm not answering the question.
It's fine.
But it's how can, like, for the young people, especially in the energy, like, what would you say to encourage them to, leave that shell of, I'm going to stay on the sideline and do the work and not speak?
Know who you are. Know what you're about. Know what essence you've brought to the world. Remember that you are not here to occupy space only. You're here to give to the world. And it will start with where you are in your workplace, in your industry. So I would always come back to remember purpose, remember who you are, because it never gets bigger than your purpose. Nothing you ever do can be bigger than your perception of self. No. Success has never happened by chance. There is nobody I know that says, I just woke up and alas, I graduated with the first class. No, they worked, they studied, they had a vision, they had a dream, they had tutorials. There's nobody who says, I just woke up and alas, there was $1 billion in my account. No, they would show you that they had been in business for X number of years. So see it, own it, dream it, believe it, then add action to it. The reason why you started the podcast is because you saw, you felt there was more to you. So there's some who feel there's more to them, but they feel it's pride to accept that thing that says there's more to you. There's some who are lazy because success is hard work.
It's hard work.
So, in addition to owning your purpose, why you are here, be ready to do the work. I don't believe in people giving people platforms. It doesn't really happen in truth, it doesn't really happen in life.
You have to go.
Everybody who has a platform built it. And if they didn't build it, somebody built it for them. It might have been a parent, a mentor, but somebody built it. There is no free platform anywhere. Somebody paid the price. And more often than not, you will create your platform yourself. If there is something to say, create the opportunity and the platform to say it. It doesn't have to be a podcast, but it could be. It could be you gathering people you work with every Thursday after work and talking to them for 15 minutes or volunteering. It could be LinkedIn where you share your thoughts, record videos and put it there. But by all means, branding is an extension of your truth, or should be an extension of your truth. That's why some brands fail, because the promise they are making is not true. They say, we make the best XYZ. And when you go there, it's not the best XYZ. So that's not true. So if you're going to say you are the best XYZ, then you better be it. Yes. I am queen of talk, full stop. There is nothing about talk, speaking, communication I don't know. That question doesn't exist.
Correct.
Because I've done the work.
Yes.
Clients come to me. In fact, over the weekend, I had a weekend retreat to teach women, top-level executive women, how to go to the next level in their speaking. And one of them said, Joyce, you scammed us. So you told us we're coming here to learn public speaking. But we've learned so much more. We've gotten this, we've gotten that. And I'm like, that's a brand promise. Yes. Because I know who I am and what I carry. It always starts from identifying who. And if you need a coach, I don't do that. Clarity coaching, identity coaching. There are people who do that. If you need a coach to help you clarify your identity, there are some who are life coaches. There are some who call themselves identity coaches.
Okay.
like Yetunde Bankole Bernard or Bernard Bankole, one of YBB anyway for short. She's an identity coach. There are some people who are clarity coaches. In fact, if you go on Instagram or LinkedIn and just search for clarity coach, you see a number of names come up. Then there's others who are life coaches. What you might need is a clarity or identity coach to clarify who you are, what your essence is. Then you can build on it, because it's not always clear to everybody.
So, you know what? It seems there are major things I've picked out throughout our
Yeah.
discussion. And the first is self.
Self.
I think once you're true to self, understand and able to, of course, if you need to improve, but you have to be true to yourself first.
Yes, yes.
And the second is that clarity. I think it's also kind of similar before anything else,
Yes.
before you can start making that leap.
Yes.
Whether it's public speaking, in communication, in everything. And that's amazing too. It's been simplified to that. And
I'm glad. And you know what? Some people know who they are, they know their essence, but they just sometimes need permission to accept it, to own it.
What do you mean?
Maybe because they had been told all their lives, shut up, get out. You don't know, you don't say, and people say, I didn't ask, you don't speak. So they need a coach or an authority figure.
To
Sometimes
get
it's
them
even a
out of it.
podcast like this. Somebody might listen to this now and they'll say, Joyce, I heard you. I now have the permission to own this thing I know. I've known it, but I didn't own it because they were waiting for this to give them permission. Yeah.
Amazing. So, in terms of branding, so how do you merge your personal?
How do you merge?
Do you merge your personal life with your professional? Is it one?
I do.
Is one?
It's one entity.
So there's no separate Instagram, separate this, because I'm a separate, not because of anything,
Yeah.
but because I also, I'm sort of, and to be honest with you, the team, every day, this is our fight.
They want you to show more of you, eh?
Yes. They woke up, I'm not lying, like, in fact, on the group chat was, Dami,
Remember
face
to
behind
take...
it. The face behind it is missing. I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll do it next week. We'll do it. I've been running away. But again, you're born with it, maybe. So yours is merged, like...
Mine is merged because I've understood it. I've understood mine.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make anybody's own less. Because you might understand yours and yours should be separated too. Mine is not. For me, the clarity I have about my personal brand is that every part of my life affects not only my job and my business, affects the lives of the people that I know I am sent to. So I have no secrets. I have nothing that I don't put out there. And if I don't put it out there, it's because I've not thought about it, not because I'm trying to keep it. That's me. And even with, this is where vulnerability comes in. Vulnerability is about talking about the things that could be uncomfortable or the world will say are uncomfortable. More often than not, they get the highest traction because
it is the
people
truth.
are always looking for
Yes.
confirmation bias. Oh, so you go
Yes.
through it too.
Yes.
The moment you start talking about the challenges you're going through, people are like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's looking at everything is going okay. I was not thinking I'm the only one left
I'm the only
behind.
one.
Oh my God. So vulnerability is about talking about things that could be uncomfortable. Talk about your failures. So for me, it's everything. LinkedIn, for example, is a platform for professionals. Hence, I keep my communication on LinkedIn purely professional, full stop. But you see, Instagram is come as you are. So I put there, come as I am.
Yeah.
Whatever I
So
think
you use each platform for
as
it's-
what the platform is supposed to be. And those are the two platforms that I really LinkedIn and Instagram. Facebook by extension of Instagram. Not
So leading from that, I
Yes.
would like you to please let us know how we can reach you.
Oh, okay.
On that camera,
This camera.
Yes.
I see you and you see me.
what, because of course they already know about you, everything you do in terms of your academy, you know everything about that, and how
Yeah.
you're the queen of talk.
Peace.
You know, the amount of lives you've changed.
Yes.
And I know, I was having a discussion during the break with one of the employees here. And the person said, I really enjoyed the talk. Like,
Thank you.
it's more than energy.
Thank you.
You know, it's more than just the energy industry. It's everyone,
Yes.
personal lives. How do we improve I love energy. The energy
Yes, I
sector.
know.
So
I know. It flows
how
from
do
your
you-
blood.
How do you improve the sector?
Yeah.
And its communication is how we improve ourselves individually.
Yeah.
Then the organization as a group. Then the sector.
Mm.
Then the community. So to that camera, to people that would definitely want to reach you, please.
Thank you. On LinkedIn, please find me as Joyce Daniels. On all other platforms, it is I am Joyce Daniels. And right here on YouTube, Joyce Daniels, there's a lot to learn to improve your public speaking and communication. And if you want to make a phone call, it's +234 906 149 1105. That is +234 906 149 1105. Someone on the team will attend to you. There's joycedaniels.net should you want to see all the other products that we offer. And of course, if you just Google Joyce Daniels, girls, guess what you're going to see? Lots of me. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. But I can't let you go without answering one question we ask
Please.
every guest.
Yes.
What's your energy hack? What makes you wake up every morning to do what you do, to be the queen of talk, to be Joyce Daniel, queen of talk?
Live full, die empty. That's what drives me now.
That's your motto.
Every day. It wasn't always that, but in 2020, when I lost a dear friend, Ubon King, in December, few days after he spoke at my event, Wiser, that day when I heard of his death, I said, you will live full so that the day you go, there would have been nothing left. So I have nothing unsaid. No. I've taught it all on one platform or the other. I've put it all out there. And all the things I desire to do to the capacity that I can today, I get it done. It gives me the energy to go on because live full with die empty.
Amazing. Amazing. I love that. Live full, die empty. I'd like to thank all the listeners. This has been an interesting and engaging podcast. I mean, we've never had anything like this. It's always been technical. And in our industry, communication, public perception, storytelling, all these come into play to ensure that we reap the benefit and also, everyone around us is educated and it makes our sector have a better look about it. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share on all platforms, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of the Energy Hack Podcast. Thank you.